We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Jacksonville. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. Play action now. Prescott. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Easy, 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 easy. EQ. Right.
They go play action with Fields. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. Can't fault the effort. He got out of a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage. 3rd and 5.
Angel. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll motion over Pierce. Give up the middle to Taylor. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Alpha, 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 alpha.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Gray is the motion man here.
Go.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Here we go. We're good. You got a mini base tonight?
Fields now. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In trouble, and down he goes. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Nelson, extend. Sit high.
To throw is Fields. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Oh, yeah. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Play fake. Prescott. The throw on the run is complete. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
First down, Jets. Yeah! Here we go!
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. Go play action. It's Prescott. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New York. It's his second touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Delta.
Now Fields. Open receiver is Bo Melton. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Fields. He connects with Gray on that one. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Yeah!
On play action, here's Dak. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
Again, working deep downfield.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Go.
Fields to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Here we go, son.
Throwing is Fields. That's going to be caught by Greg. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Here we go, 46.
Third and short. Prescott. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Punch right. Sit high.
Back to throw is Fields. This one complete to Melton. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Easy. Right.
Fields. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Now, Fields. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play just before the half. 37 yards. Play action now. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is brought in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Here we go. Good.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Test. Bunch right. You got a mini base. 11. Go.
They go play action with Fields. He'll find his tight end, Gray, open downfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
EQ.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll tuck it and take off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That one complete to Pierce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
On second down, here's a run with Caleb. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Out, let's go.
That's good.
Here we go. Yep.
First and 10 at the 17-yard
To throw is Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yeah, here we go. I take. Hey, kill. 27, 26.
This is Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 16 on that connection, and the Jets have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll play action. It's Prescott. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields now. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
At the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
Now a third and 2.
West right, sit. Johnson. Matter. Right.
Now Fields. And he's in. Noah Grant. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll put Addison in motion. Second down, Prescott. And this ball's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Third down coming up.
Hey, kill. 27. Go to 54. Ryan.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So we are through 3. We'll return with more.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Fields. And this one is caught by Pierce. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be taken down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Good. Go.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
And he's in! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Dak going to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Yeah! Here we go! I take 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Jaguars will have great field position right around midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
One strike. Here we go.
They go right back to Taylor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Hey, 551. 551. Here we go. Hey, 10. Tonight.
Fields. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, New York. The extra point is up and through. And the Jets are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Ho-ho! And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Here we go, set. Set.
They'll go again here with Taylor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Here we go. Set.
On the give, this is Taylor. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Here we go. Set.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 1. It's now
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively.
Here we go, set.
It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll drop to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with 1 minute and 6 to go in this one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
To the air again, Prescott. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.